Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Combo here. I'm bringing you guys the AS50 Juggernaut with every gun show. Using the classic controller here on Dome, and we'll be playing a little bit of Domination. So I'm playing in a party here. I think Flex Scotty, Flex Walkie, and SWAT. So they're pretty good snipers. They know what they're doing. I love playing with these guys. We rarely seem to lose, and all they do is snipe. So they're pretty experienced snipers. And I thought I'd join them here with the sniper, and we ended up picking up the Juggernaut. So I was actually sitting in school today. First off, I just wanted to say I do get a few kills with my secondaries, but I only take the secondary out if I get a hit marker. Usually what I do when I'm sniping is if I get a hit marker when I'm using a gun that usually kills in one shot, I usually take out my secondary, which is what it's for, and finish them off, because you only need one or two bullets at most to finish them off. So anyway, I was sitting in school, Spanish class specifically, probably the most boring class in the history of school, in my opinion at least. This class seems to go on so long. Like I think like I seriously be thinking like I've been sitting in this class for 3 hours. It's my first class, so it seems so long. Like I have 80-minute classes, so I feel like I'll be sitting in that class for a good 3 hours, and I'll look at the clock and only like 30 minutes has passed. But just it's terrible. But anyway, guys, I was thinking during this Spanish class, I was zoned out. I don't really care. I don't really pay attention. But what I was actually thinking is some topics I could commentate over for my channel, because I've been kind of struggling with commentaries lately, if you could say that. I personally don't consider myself a good commentator when it comes down to talking about different things and different topics and all that kind of stuff. But I always tend to talk about the gameplay, which is kind of stupid if you think about it, because all of you guys who watch this video will probably have the game. I would say probably like 95% of you guys have the game yourselves. You've used the weapons that I've used in the gameplay, and I think it's just irrelevant to talk about the gameplay, especially the guns and kind of stuff like that, unless you're talking about tips. But you guys have the game. You can try it out for yourself. You probably have already. So the commentary just gets boring from there on out for those guys who do. So I was actually kind of thinking of some topics I could commentate over. And if you guys have any suggestions, that would be great if you could leave it below. I would love to talk about different topics and my interest and stuff like that. But actually wanted to get a little bit more personal today with this commentary, and that is my experience with acne and Accutane, which was the drug that I ended up going on, which helped cure it. So it's basically cured. If you guys have been subscribed to me in the last year, you probably would have known that I did struggle with acne for a little bit of time, and it's completely cured now. All that's left is basically scars. And I know a lot of you guys, most of you guys are teens that watch my videos, so this may apply to a few of you guys. I know teens get acne more than any other age group, obviously, because they're growing up and all that kind of stuff. But I just thought I would share this with you guys and kind of explain what happened here. So first, I kind of wanted to get this out of the way because it's a common myth, I guess a lot of people say. It's a common misconception, but basically when other people that don't have acne kind of see people with acne, they think, oh, they must not shower enough, they must have bad hygiene, they must not wash their face every morning, every day, and all that kind of stuff. But let me tell you guys, that's for most of us not true. What happened with me was that my family has had it. Basically, my mom and dad had it. My mom not as bad as my dad, but all their family basically had it. So it's in my genes. It's genetic. It's more genetic than anything else. And when people kind of say, oh, he must have bad hygiene, he must not shower, that's why he has such bad acne. It kind of gets me a little annoyed because I do have good hygiene. I shower regularly, wash my face every morning, and all that kind of stuff. All the normal stuff that everyone should do. And basically, like I said, it's all genetic, so it's in my genes, and there's basically nothing I can do about it. When I'm growing up, I'll get acne. Some get it worse than others, and obviously I was on the harsher end, I guess you could say, of growing up. Getting acne and all that kind of stuff. So basically, what it came down to was I had to actually go on a drug called Accutane, which is probably the harshest thing out there, which is for curing acne. I tried basically a lot of things. If you name it, I probably tried it. Um, and it's basically come down to, like I said, my acne was so bad at a point that I had to actually go on a drug called Accutane, which is pretty harsh. It's the harshest, like probably the harshest medication out there. You have to get a whole bunch of things approved and all that kind of stuff. But I ended up going on it, and it ended up paying off. This is actually my last month. I've been on it for 6 or 7 months now. And for boys, it's definitely a lot different than from girls because girls have to be a lot more careful. They can't get pregnant or anything because the drug will actually kill the baby when it's growing and all that kind of stuff. So that's obviously a side effect. Probably the worst side effects for me was I was first off, like before, I was worried about a few things. Like you get depression from this, some worse than others, like I said. But what I was worried about the most was kind of losing interest in topics and things that I enjoyed doing previously, which was a pretty big side effect, like recorded on the booklet that you have to read and all that kind of stuff. And basically, what first came to mind was my YouTube channel and basketball. And basically, those are my two favorite things to do. And if I lost interest in them, then I wouldn't, I would obviously be unhappy. Like I wouldn't be. Um, that's obviously not what I want to do. So I was kind of hesitant to go on it just for those reasons alone. And we also learned later on in health class and all that kind of stuff, we actually talked about this drug, believe it or not. And teens that are on this actually are 10 times um, more likely to commit suicide. Not more likely, but 10 times as, um, 10 times, you guys know what I'm saying. You're 10 times more likely, I guess you could say, to commit suicide, which kind of worried me, but I wasn't, too worried about it. That didn't really apply to me as much, the depression part, which was good. I wasn't really depressed at all. And the worst part about it was probably the joint pain and the dry skin. Because basically what this drug does is dry out all your oil glands and basically makes your skin really dry everywhere, including your hands, but you probably get it worst on your lips. So basically what I had to carry around was this little thing called Aquaphor. And this thing was basically my hero in the last 6 months, 6, 7 months. Because let me tell you guys, having chapped lips is one thing, but having these kind of lips, like dry and cracked, irritated lips, for 6 and 7 months at a time got really annoying. So this kind of Aquaphor like thing that I carried around helped a lot. It was awesome. But that was one of the worst parts about it. And also the other part was that I had, a joint pain a little bit, which was a side effect. Joint pain and back pain I had a lot when I was playing basketball. Physical activity hurt sometimes, and you just be pretty sore after practice and all that kind of stuff. Thanks, Scotty, for saving my life there, as I miserably sprayed that guy down and failed. But yeah, so like I said, the that was probably the worst side effect was the dry skin and the joint pain. But it's almost over now. I think my body has actually adapted to this, and it's not really as bad as it was the first couple months. But if you guys have any kind of acne as nearly as bad as mine, and you're thinking about going on Accutane, I would definitely suggest it. It definitely cured mine at least, and it's definitely a lot. It's worth it. Let me just tell you guys right that. And basically all mine is gone. There's just a few scars left from them, and I'm pretty happy with the outcome. So that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you liked the gameplay and the commentary. I know it was a little bit personal, I guess, but it's better than talking about the gameplay, in my opinion at least. So that's pretty much it, guys. I'll see you later, and I'll talk to you tomorrow with a pretty cool, exciting news. So peace, guys.